Good evening, Sim World. It is game time on Greenwich Mean Time. We are coming to you live from London tonight. Atlantis 1-0 after their shocking win over Adelph in Philly, taking on Run DMV. And there you see Coach Murray living life after Cooper King Cross. What's it going to be like? We're going to start to find out tonight. I am Elava, joined in the booth by my friend and co-commentator B-Ron. Say hi to the folks, B.
Hello, everybody. Top of the morning to you. How you doing? Or afternoon. Whatever time it is in your region, we got basketball action here for you.
Well, we're underway here and mentioned Atlanta, 78-74 victors in Philly. A big night from Lane Kidd, and they get off right here tonight. 2 quick points.
Dude, quick points at the beginning. You love to see that aggressiveness from Atlantis coming out and making the claim on their home court. Hey, we're going to score first on the home court.
Lee Duffin had it underneath, but gave it up. Instead, John Hudgens can't, and a block. A couple chances there. DMV unable to get on the score sheet yet this season. Mentioned Cooper King Cross, of course. He was the leader of the then DC Stars. Top scorer, more than 30 points a game last year. Taking his talents to the University of Maryland. And DMV rebuilding. Found some players like point guard Tyjon Armani. Number 3 out there running the show. I should say DMV wearing the black uniforms, and Atlantis in their home white here in London.
Should also add that for the Kingy Cross situation, that his brother Darian Kingy Cross played on Philadelphia, the team that Atlantis beat yesterday.
Just last night. Well, Trey Trust gives DMV a lead. It's from outside. 16-year-old captain of the team. That's Theophilus Hilton who can't connect, and rebounded by Malik Duffin.
That's
6'9", 16-year-old. Ooh. Well, the combination of Duffin and John Hudgens, 6'9" and 6'10". Looks like that would be a problem for Atlantis, which isn't huge. Deontay Smith, a big night, and there's another jumper won't go. Rebound battled for, one by Atlantis, and another 3 up, and this one also won't land. And once again, Duffin comes up with the rebound.
2 chances at it, neither coming away. That's maybe a little bit demoralizing for you. You might think about later on in the game, taking those shots.
Hi, John Armani, driving and taking it to the hole. That'll demoralize you. 6'4", runs the point. Just 16 years old, the number 68 ranked junior, class-wise, 16-year-old age-wise in Sim World. And once the first bucket,
all of DMV is playing really good here to begin the game. It's 9-2 since that first Sim World Atlantis bucket. They've got nothing to show for it, and now a turnover. It's going DMV's way. Very frustrating to have that.
5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
What about you for a minute there, E? Looked over at you. You know, Mike wasn't working. You everything all right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here. This is back home turf for me. Oh, and look at that. Nice rejection, however, from Atlantis. They quickly come up the other way. Ooh, pretty little pass. The jumper will go. Hilton. 6'5", Theophilus Hilton. He can hit from out there. 9 points in the opening game against Philly in that win. And he gets Atlantis some more points, maybe a little bit of momentum.
And that was a great pass too, out of the layup attempt to find Hilton there for 3.
Well, Amani decides he has to create on his own. Can't get it to go, however. Cleaned out by Keontae Smith, mentioned. Oh! Hello, Ronaldo Del Orbe.
My,
6'7"
oh
slasher
my.
slammed it home there. Wow. That got this crowd woken up.
And that might quiet it right back
for
down.
Armani. Way too easy.
Yeah, way too easy. Can't allow those kinds of easy buckets. That's what gets you in trouble, and that's what also allows you to have a defensive struggle. If you got to figure that out early, because that's going to be bad, and you can allow a lot of points that way.
Well, Hilton takes another shot. Can't get it to go, however, and up the other way comes DMV.
They've got some subs ready to come in, looks like. DMV
Nice
does.
dish, Armani. And a nice finish from Hudgens.
We've seen some pretty passing from both teams to begin the game. Blaine
We
Kidd
have.
had that great pass a minute ago, and Armani on the other end here just saw it.
I was about to say, I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from Rajan Armani. First time I've really seen him in any extended action. And
Oh.
well, Sylvester Richards. I'm sorry, not Richards. John Hudgens finishes that off as DMV opens up an 8-point lead.
If they can get it to 10, it'll be time to start making some adjustments to similar Atlantis. Can't let it get to 10 early.
Well, foul there is going to send Atlantis to the line. It'll be Nathaniel Zilberman. 6'4" Israeli wing. Had 16 points in that win. 63rd ranked 17-year-old in the Sim World game.
He is the team captain for the SimWorld Atlantis team. And there are 2 Israeli players on this team.
That's right. Mickey Hartman being the other, also a 6'4" wing, and there are actually more than a few talented wings. This is a wing-loaded team, if anything, Atlantis. They should be sponsored by Buffalo Wing Company. But Mickey Hartman, yeah, had 6 points, 4 rebounds. Came off the bench and played some good minutes in their first game. We're going to see him a little bit later here, I'm sure. And there's a miss. Chance up the other way for Atlantis now to cut the lead to 4 or less. And a nice little turn and score from Smith. Keontae Smith, 6'10" big man. Just 16 years old, Biron. He's an interesting one to keep an eye on.
He definitely is. And, the size game, both of these teams' tallest players is 6'10". Hudgens for DMV and Smith for SimWorld Atlantis. So there's evenly matched as far as that goes. I don't know if that's going to be the difference in this game or not. I think it might come down to the guard and wing play.
Well, that was just a nice shot there from Brandon Smith, the only holdover from last year's team. And Smith, and actually Atlantis played pretty good defense on that last sequence. Smith just cold-blooded made that shot.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that in the first couple of days of action here, E. These kids are taking and making extremely difficult shots. What a take.
Well, that is Blaine Kidd, ladies and gentlemen. 6'1". He had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists in their opening game. The first triple-double in SimWorld history. And once again, they get a stop on the other end. But Blaine Kidd, the quickness on Kidd.
He looked incredibly quick there. Incredibly quick.
Wow.
And I had said it in the article that I wrote earlier today. That didn't take long at all for the first SimWorld triple-double of the season. And in league history that had actually happened.
And there's Kidd again. Driving, takes his man inside and scores in the paint. Blaine Kidd from California, unranked, unheralded coming into this, but keep an eye on him, folks. Ooh.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh, once again, Brandon Smith, 2 for 2 from deep. 6-point lead for DMV.
Hey, if they're going to keep letting him take them, he might just keep making them.
I mean, it worked so far. Closing in on the final seconds now. And once again, this time Kid can't finish, however. This is Ty Rocco the third handling now for DMV. Final seconds. See what they set up here. Got the switch they wanted. Got the shot they wanted. No. Couldn't make it 3 in a row there. But it's a 6-point lead at the end of 1. Come right back, folks. We got 8 more minutes of action from here in the UK. And we're back here at the Royal Green in Shepherd's Bush in London. And look at this place, folks. I love it. The stained glass, cathedral-like quality. It is custom built. It's a very unique place to play.
Absolutely.
And I love it, B-Ron. Personally, I give this an A+. I couldn't like it anymore.
This is an absolutely beautiful arena.
Classy,
facility
cool.
They have here. I don't think you're going to find anything like this in Simmer Hoops,
Anywhere
but
else.
there's a lot of unique venues that we haven't seen yet.
I can't wait to
I'm
get on the
excited to get
water.
around. Yep. I don't know about that one. I might skip that one. I don't know.
We'll give you some Dramamine or something, B-Ron. We'll take care of you. Don't worry. The DMV takes care of business. It's a bucket to start this second quarter. We want to remind everybody who's maybe new with us that in SimWorld Hoops at this level, we got 4 quarters, 8 minutes each, 32 minutes in the overall game. And right now we got an 8-point lead for DMV, but I thought that Darian Hunt might be able to cut into that. Darian Hunt was with the LA Stars last year, known as an athletic leaper, but couldn't get the bucket. Meanwhile, on the other end, DMV has now got their biggest lead of the game.
And Hunt is not the only California kid on this Atlantis team. Lane Kidd is also the other one. So they have 2 quote-unquote international players, if you will.
Well, they also have J.P. Smith-Ewart, and he gets a bucket there.
As his first of the season, he took 2 shots in first game. Didn't hit him, but his first bucket's out of the way, and it comes in home. So I think that's a little bit better feeling.
Oh, well, that's not a good feeling for his teammate Sylvester Richards. It's the foul, can't prevent the bucket. And that is going to send Kamarian Bracken to the line.
Some would say if you foul and they make the basket, you didn't foul him hard enough.
At the line, Kamarian Bracken.
Bracken, 6'1", 200-pounder, 17 years old. And you know, as we said at the top of the broadcast, the entire Run DMV, formerly known as Washington Stars or DC Stars identity, was all in the person of CKC and his scoring abilities, Mr. Kingy Cross. He's gone, but I think this team is deeper. I think I like what I see from New Look DMV out here, and I like that block a lot too. Is that a two-handed rejection? We might have to get
yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Oh, forces up a bad shot and Effin swallows the rebound. The 6'9", 215-pounder having a nice night tonight. Armani going to work. Oh, and he hits. Nice little mid-range game from the 16-year-old.
The mid-range game is underrated these days, but when you get to see it like that, it's always a joy to know that, hey, those shots are still a thing people are taking from time to time.
Ooh. Nice move inside from Smith Ewart. 4 quick points from him.
Trying to get it back to 10. Under 10. Got to hold a little longer, I guess.
Well, when we're playing defense like that, Bracken able to sneak inside, get another bucket. It's been a team effort for sure from DMV tonight.
Absolutely have. They've done a good job, too, of just limiting the offense from similar Atlantis. Besides Blaine Kidd occasionally here and there, they've done good things, Atlantis, but not enough to stay competitive in this game as of right now, looking at the score anyway.
Nice defense there from Nick Hugo. Puts up this possession for DMV. McDaniel, gets it into Hugo, and he's going to take it himself, but it rolls off the rim.
Pass was a little off kilter, which made that layup there a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, in my opinion.
Sylvester Richards has had flashy moments tonight. Bucket and chance for a 3-point play there. Richards, 6'1", 190 pounds. He had 7 points and shot 3 for 4 from the field, including hitting a 3 in the opener. You know, only Nathaniel Zilberman ranked going into this season, but some guys out there like Sylvester Richards, who connects on the free throw, Blaine Kidd, making their case to get a little bit of ratings love with their early season performances so far.
Absolutely. I do think that we will see Blaine Kidd in the rankings once the next set comes out.
Shot won't go there. It's still a 10-point lead for DMV.
Rankings are very fluid here in similar hoops, always changing, and that's going to be fun to see how everyone reacts to those rankings too, players included.
I'm going to be interested to see how Coach Murray reacts to Sylvester Richards. Spark plug off the bench. Ooh, and there, Armani can't connect.
You'd like to see
now
him
for Atlantis.
Sorry, you'd like to see Armani go into a defender that would try to get the foul or something instead of taking the lean-in jumper.
Hilton gets a bucket, and suddenly this lead is down to 6. Go. And once again, Armani has it with the shot clock winding down. He's going to try a 3. Off to the right, however, and once again, Atlantis. Oh, free run at the rim. And suddenly, this is a 4-point game. I think DMV's biggest lead was 13. I get my statistician and my producer yells to check that for me, but point is, we got a game on our hands here, folks, and once again, this time, Charles Pinkard comes up empty. 60th ranked 17-year-old has been quiet so far, but there is no quiet for Atlantis, and that is Darian Hunt. Talked to him about him earlier. California transplant cuts this lead to 1 at the 2:33 mark. Coach Murray calls a timeout, wants to talk about this. We're going to take a quick break too, folks. We have a game on our hands here in London. Come right back. And we are back. And folks, this is something of a homecoming for me here in London. We are in Shepherd's Bush. I used to live right in the next little neighborhood over, a place called Holland Park. Called Holland Park because at one point the entire neighborhood was owned by a guy named Lord Holland.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Given what we know
like my time over here. It's a great country. It's a great place. Good people, and you know, it's becoming more of a basketball culture.
Is your house still over here?
No. Yeah. No. We could have saved Simwold a little bit of hotel fare with that, but no, afraid not. But bucket there on the other end gives DMV a little bit of breathing room. 2-point lead again. Under 2 minutes to play, first half. Tough drive, and the bucket won't go for Hilton.
Oh, man.
Couple chances there. Hurts not to get them. There's
Especially
big John
those.
Hudgens. Oof. Oh! Oh, foul called there. Keontae Smith thought he got him kind of clean. Argues his case. Nothing to be made for it, though. It is going to send Trey Truss to the line. The team captain, just 16 years old, 6'3".
Trey Trust line. Shooting.
Also plays lacrosse, B-Ron.
Huh.
You ever play lacrosse? I was never a laxer myself.
No,
so-
I was never a lacrosse for myself either. Baseball is a spring sport.
Yeah, I know
Baseball is a
you're.
spring sport, so that's what I did.
I know you're a baseball guy in a lot of ways at heart. This is a special time for you with spring training.
Absolutely. There's a lot of changes to the game this season that we can talk about later on, I'm sure. But
Yeah, that's true.
I'll leave it there. I'll save it for later. How about that?
Oh, wide open, easy bucket. Lane Kidd. 8 now for Kidd. Been a relatively quiet night so far for Nathaniel Zilberman at 16 in the opener.
Has been quiet for him, but that doesn't mean he can't get it going at any point in time. I feel like him and Lane Kidd are definitely the two to watch out for on this offense. At least based on that first game alone, anyway.
The 3 and rattles home. Lane Kidd.
That was a extremely pretty pass out to find Kidd wide open in the corner there for 3.
First person to ever record a triple-double in his first ever Sim World Hoops game. And there is a nice block from Smith. No foul called on that one. Oh, and a beautiful
And there's
dish.
Kidd.
And Kidd finishes it. High ball game. 35.3 to go in the half. What a turnaround at home here from Atlantis.
Down from 13 all the way back to a tie game at 38. Absolutely insane. But you know what? If you're Sim Atlantis and this home crowd, you want to give them a show, give them something to cheer about.
Yeah.
And they've definitely done that in the second quarter coming back.
Definitely want to have a memorable win in your home opener. Nice defense there. Nice rebound from Smith. Final seconds. It has it.
No.
It has a bigger defender on him. He can get open on that. Oh, couldn't sink it, however. We are tied at halftime. We have a barn burner over in Britain. Come back, quick halftime break, and you get the second half action between Atlantis and DMV. All right, we're about to start the second half here. Tie ball game. DMV got out to a lead, but Atlantis, led by Blaine Kidd once again tonight. The triple-double man has 13 points, a game-high 13 points so far, B-Ron. I am impressed.
I am also impressed. And really tonight for Kidd, the biggest thing is not only his consistency, but his ability to hold on to the basketball as well. He's 6 of 9 from the field in the first half. And no turnovers tonight. He had 8 in the first game where he had a triple-double. So to see the polar opposite of both consistency and lack of turnovers is a great turnaround, especially in your first home game.
Yeah, he almost had a quadruple-double with those turnovers in that Game 1 win.
Yeah,
but no, much more efficient with the shooting tonight. He didn't shoot that well, actually, to be honest, in that Game 1. Not compared to tonight. And there's a way to get your shooting percentage up. Malik Duffin had 4 rebounds in the first half. That's his first points of the night, though, and he gives DMV a 2-point lead.
Nice way to get the lead back on this side. Notice that when the Kidd has the ball, they're almost shading him to go left, to the ball side, and I don't know, at least at the top of the key anyway, it looks like there, but we'll see how effective that is.
Well, he's been effective so far, and effective again right there. Gets the bucket. Two teams trading blows. Oh, Charles Pinkard been very quiet tonight.
There he is.
6'2" guard, the 60th ranked 17-year-old in the SimWorld game. Hadn't called his name tonight before that, but drains a 3 there. Oh, look at this.
Oh, man. Still going at it. He is committed to get his every time down the floor, it seems like.
I was going to say, maybe Kidd's been watching a little bit of last year's DC Stars tape and is emulating CKC.
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe it's a good idea, because the bucket there won't go. Orbe can't get that one to fall. Nice pass from Armani, but he can't get the finish.
Pass was a little late there for Armani. If you're gonna see that a little bit quicker, but that'll come with time.
Here's Kidd driving towards the basket. He is gonna take it. Shot won't fall this time.
It's great defense there. Close out at the end. Make that shot a little tougher for Kidd.
Armani looking to create something here. Shot clock winding down now. Ooh, crosses up his defender, creates some space, and gets the bucket.
Man, that's impressive too. I didn't think he was gonna have enough space to even make anything happen. Speaking of space,
I want to remind everybody that I don't think Blaine Kidd's name is on anybody's lips, not ranked by any service. You might want to look into that, folks. We're going to take a timeout here. 1-point lead for DMV halfway through the third. 1-point DMV lead, but the name everybody's talking about right now, Blaine Kidd, 19 points, game high. Has already surpassed his total from Atlantis' game 1 victory. Oh, and that is a pretty little alley-oop finished by
Bring
Pinkard.
us back from break. You'll love it.
Wow. Well, here comes Kidd. What can Coach Murray try to do here? Oh, they're trapping him. Interesting. I was going to say, B-Ron. You know,
They haven't tried that yet. That works. I was gonna say because all the things that I could think of to try, they had tried and it didn't work. But the double team is new. I like that idea. If you bring it early, might even force him into some bad passes, which we saw there.
Tough shot got blocked, rejected.
Ooh,
Also rejected down on this end. Hugo is going to go to the line.
Second one of those that we saw that from Smythe that looked clean.
Yeah, and the crowd's with you, I think, B-Ron. They didn't like that. Not very happy with that. Regardless, Nick Hugo, he's just 16 years old, 6'7", 230-pounder. He's sturdy, but he's mobile for his size. There you see Pinkard coming out of the game. Pinkard, the 60th ranked player in the country. He's been relatively quiet tonight. Did splash a nice 3 earlier and was on the receiving end of a alley-oop. Not often you expect a 6'2" guard regarded as a spot-up shooter on the receiving end of that, but it worked out well for DMV.
Yeah, look, man. Sometimes you gotta try stuff, and that was a good time to try it. It worked out, but it's not working.
No. That's once again Tyjon Armani, just 16 years old, 6'4", nice frame for a point guard. Done some nice things tonight, but I don't know if he can handle Kidd. Didn't on that possession.
Yeah, it's been a really difficult task for anybody on Run DMV to stop Blaine Kidd tonight. That's what, 23 points now?
I believe 21. Yep. Well, he's got it in his hands again, and once again, Armani's on him, and he loses him. Too easy.
Hand down, man down.
I'm not sure. B-Ron, I'm with you. I like that double team they threw on him coming out of the timeout, but since then, trying to man up 1-to-1 has not worked well. Oh.
That was good.
Well, that one I think is a legit foul. I know that Rigoberto Nova doesn't love the call, but Marion Bracken, I think, deserves this opportunity at the line. But Atlantis playing tough defense, not going to let them have anything too easy. I hope that Blaine Kidd continues to get easy buckets at the other end.
Yeah, honestly, it seems like tonight it's the SimWorld Kids versus Run DMV.
Well, DMV, in spite of the Kidd onslaught, has a 3-point lead, chance to extend it to 4. Brendan Smith coming out of the game. He did hit 2 threes in the first half.
I was
the way that this game looks like it's going down to the wire, every bucket and point's going to be critical, I think.
Yeah, and I was just getting ready to ask you, too. We haven't seen a lot of free throw shooting tonight from really either team due to the breakneck pace that the game's been for the majority of it. Do you think that that's going to come into effect more so for Blaine Kidd? I think because he's been going so hard all game, you think there'll come a point in time where we get toward the end of the third and latter half of the fourth quarter that'll be a problem for him?
Well, we're about to find out. I mean, he's getting plenty of minutes and plenty of run and also plenty of buckets. Once again.
Yeah. Man, what a performance from Blaine Kidd. What can you say, right?
I mean, I almost feel like if his SimWorld career ended tonight, you'd still have to put him in the Hall of Fame. First ever triple-double, now he's doing this. Impressive. And pretty good defense, and a chance to tie things up or take the lead, Atlantis, as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter.
And if they can take the lead, it'll be their first lead in quite a while, I believe.
Since the first quarter, maybe since the opening bucket of the first quarter. Oh, once again. Oh, that time 2 defenders did switch over to Kidd, and it ends up
Made
A
him
wide
pay.
open Reynaldo Del Orbe 3. We saw him with a violent dunk earlier in this game. He shows you he's got some outside skills as well.
Violence and finesse from the big fella.
Now that's just a nice drive on the other end from Kamarian Bracken.
Well, because I don't know if you can call it three violence, but you know.
It was explosive. That's the word.
I'll allow it. Okay, that works for me. Explosive. Okay.
Ooh. A little turnaround, but it will not rattle home. Mickey Hartman. Quiet night tonight from Hartman and from his Israeli teammate, highly rated Nathaniel Zilberman.
Yeah.
Those two guys, I know from watching them on Discord, they are team-oriented. If they get a victory, I think they'll be happy if their box score is a little modest.
Absolutely, yeah. Both of those kids are very, very team-oriented. They just want to win, and they'll do whatever is needed to be done to win. If it means Wayne Kid dominates and you guys do a little bit less, that's what it is. And that's not going to help anything.
That is a 3-second violation on Darian Hunt. Giving the ball back to DMV with a 3-point lead and 45 seconds left.
Yo, I got him. Get him.
Amani is it up, and it turns into a bucket for Tyrocco III.
I want to say that's his first bucket of the game, I feel like. I could be wrong, but I think that's his first one.
I think he did have one earlier. Oh, nice pass. Oh, but couldn't get the finish. Second chance, however. Kid there showing off some passing skills. Well, I guess we know he has them. He had the triple-double the other night. This time he's going to take it himself, but nope, nothing doing. But, oh, nice persistence, Rigoberto Nova.
Good teammate there to clean up the mess. Great job there to do so by Del Orbe.
Oh! Well, that is a heck of a way to finish it. Armani to Hugo. 5-point advantage for DMV. Atlantis looking to come back and steal a win here in their opening game at the Royal Green when we return.
Young man, what is your frustration?
One more quarter to go. It's a lead for DMV, but it has been a war this game. An enjoyable one. And folks, if you thought the Blaine kid triple-double was maybe just a bit of a freak thing, 25 points on 12 of 17 shooting tonight suggests that maybe he is for real. Maybe Atlantis is for real. They got this down to a one-possession game again.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of things coming into these first couple of games this season, at least for my picks anyway. I spoke over the break with you, but a lot of the picks have been based off of what's happened, you know, coming into the season or what we knew from last season. There's not much to go off of for this season yet. So you look at a game like this and you think that, oh, you know, DMV was excellent last season and similar to Atlantis was not excellent last season. So, you know, you base your picks off of what you know. You only go off of that. So I am very impressed by Atlantis in this game, and they're staying close with Run DMV.
Malik Duffin set to shoot here. 6'9", 16-year-old. And he gets the first one to go. Charles Pinkard checking back into the game. Pinkard is also a competitive swimmer, B-Ron. We've got a lacrosse player and a swimmer in this game.
Oh, man. A bunch of athletes through and through, yeah?
Yep.
Swimming is tough.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I could never competitively swim.
I'm not a swimmer, but like...
I mean, I can, if I fall off the boat, I can swim for a minute, you know? But, like, competitive swimming? You're timing me to get to someplace? No.
Yeah.
Ooh, tough shot will go, but a second chance for Atlantis and a three up and on the way.
Oh!
Hartman.
And he knew it was good as soon as he let that thing go. Did you see that?
Hey. Hartman made 2 threes in the opening game against Philly. Only took 2 of them, hit them both. Hits again here tonight.
Need to get Pinkard open for a 3 of his own, try to respond. That's not the shot you want at all.
Armani tried to answer there for DMV, but didn't have the range. Once again, chance to tie or take the lead for Atlantis. Oh. Kick out. 3 on the way, and this time it's Zilberman. The Israeli 1-2 punch of Atlantis. Hartman and Zilberman, 6 quick points and a 1-point lead. Atlantis at home here in London.
And that's their first lead in quite some time, and that has been a long time coming for Atlantis in this game. They've battled back from down 13 at one point to take the lead back, and they've given the lead back, but it's a 1-point manageable game.
Oh, if you're Atlantis, you're 100% in this. Early in the first quarter, there was a little bit of a time. I think maybe DMV was up to... Oh! Well, that'll give you a little confidence, too. If there was ever a question about Atlantis not being sure if they could play with DMV, or in anybody's minds that's watching this feed or is in this stadium tonight, those days are over.
Absolutely. There's a block.
Keontae Smith is having a moment right now. Dunk on that on the other end, and the sweet swat here on this one.
Absolutely disgusting block right there.
6'10", 230-pounder is just 16 years old. He and Rigoberto Nova are the 2 16-year-olds on this Atlantic squad.
And I think if he's blocking like that now, what's he going to do as he gets older? 18 years old, 20 years old? What's he going to do then? He's going to be sending balls through arena roofs.
Zilberman drives inside, ends up being fouled by Duffin. He's going to go to the line. Zilberman had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and splashed 4 threes in the opening game. Not as an integral part of the offense and the storyline tonight, but Ian Hartman have definitely contributed here in this all-important fourth quarter and a chance to extend the lead here.
Sure have, and this is a time where you want you guys like Zilberman and Hartman to contribute a little more than they have so far in the game, because you got to think that, I mean, maybe, I can't speak for him, but maybe Blaine Kidd starting to wear down on energy levels, and you're going to need someone else to pitch in and take over the scoring. Someone else is going to have to do it if Kidd can't be as effective as he was in the first 3 quarters.
Well, both free throws are good, and Atlantis now, their biggest lead of the game, 3 points.
A 3-point lead. And we know that DMV has the shooters to get it back, to tie the game up at least.
Tough drive, can't get the bucket to go, but Jean Armani will go to the line. Crowd once again doesn't like that call. Regardless, the 6'4", 16-year-old is going to step up here and shoot some free throws. But go ahead, B-Ron.
I was going to say, do you ever like any call if you're the home team and the refs giving you the call for the game?
Rarely. It's a rare occasion and a shockingly honest audience when that happens.
Yeah, referees have a hard job. They're never right. No one's rooting for them like they are these kids on the court. You know, they got a tough job, man. I don't envy one bit. I used to umpire baseball for little kids. We're talking like 5, 6 years old, and that was you can imagine.
Well, Mickey Hartman takes the bench for Atlantis, and that's to let Blaine Kidd back in the game after a little rest. I suspect he's not coming out the rest of the way. His teammates have given him a 2-point cushion while he caught a little breather.
Yeah, I would assume he's not. He's in the court the rest of the game.
Right now, yeah, I was going to say he can get space on his defender at any time, but a little bit cold, a little bit out of rhythm coming off that bench, I think, and can't connect there.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Juju Dubois, he is staying in the game for the rest of it.
Oh, tough shot won't go, but a second chance is up and in from Tyrell McDaniel, just 6'3", but
over the bigger defender too.
Yeah, working down low.
He found space to get the rebound, which is very surprising. I didn't think he was going to get that at all.
Smith wanted that one, but couldn't get the shot to drop. DMV has retaken the lead, looking to build on it here. This is a big shot coming. Won't go. Zilberman rebounds.
And then the pace we're seeing here in the fourth quarter, both teams know it's time to go at it.
Oh, a clutch 3 from Theophilus Hilton. 6'5". He can hit from out there. Was just 1 of 5 in the opener, but hey, big one with under 4 minutes to go for Atlantis. Oh, and Armani takes another shot. Can't get it to fall. Now he's got to defend against Kidd. Kidd wants him.
Yeah, he's beating me up all night. Not a surprise there. They're going at each other.
Kidd couldn't get that one to go. He's 0 for 2 now since his comeback after that breather. Nice dish.
Beautiful pass inside. Oh, no.
Orbe able to scoop the rebound and come up out of there. Once again, Smith thinks he can take his defender, and this time he does. Just bullies him. Just too much size down there.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do when you have that mismatch there. Exploit that all day. Barbecue chicken top.
The home team has their biggest lead at 4 points right now. Zilberman is now switched on to Armani. This is an interesting matchup. Armani thinks he can shoot over him, but he can't get the shot to drop.
Gotta move the ball around. You can't be dribbling like that, especially at this stage of the game. You gotta find open teammates and try to make something happen with ball movement. Dribbling's not gonna cut it.
Oh, once again, Theophilus Hilton, but this time he can't hit. You know, it's really been a fairly rocky debut from the man with the ball in his hands right now, Tyjon Armani. Clearly bags of talent, but has struggled with his shot and misses yet another. Certainly has not been afraid to shoot.
Absolutely. And I like that. You can't be
too easy for Del Orbe. 2 nice moments for Del Orbe, 6'7", 17-year-old, playing big tonight. 6-point lead, 2:05, and Coach Murray wants to talk it over, see if they can figure out a way to get DMV back in this ball game. All right, we're going to take a break too. 2:05 on the clock when we return. Final 2 minutes coming up here. Been a really great game to inaugurate Royal Green, the home of SimWorld Atlantis. And after a shocking road win to open up this year, an upset at least anyway, they are on the verge of turning over Run DMV. Start the season 2-0.
Yeah, and they're looking to spoil Run DMV's first game of their season as well. You think that will also have some effect too? Run DMV hasn't played a game this season. Atlantis fresh, even though coming off, the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Coming from America back to the UK to play in the game in their home court.
Preseason tournaments are always one thing. Cup games are another, but yeah, you can't make up for game action. DMV is still in this one too, folks, but they are now out of timeouts. Oh, that's a nice move from Armani.
That's exactly what you want. You need that if you're Armani for his confidence. He's struggled in the quarter so far, so he needs that one. That's so big.
DMV needs stops. Deontay Smith has it right now. Gives it back up to Kidd, and he's got a three. Can't get it to fall. Hasn't hit here in the fourth quarter. Hasn't hit since he came back off the bench.
I was gonna say that's
nice
his
dish.
third miss of the quarter.
There was a real chance there for DMV. It was a nice pass from Hudgens. Couldn't get the finish, but nice defense on this end. Hudgens with the swat. It's in Armani's hands. And once again, he drives. This time he can't get it to fall.
And that looked good coming out of his hands too. Thought that was going in.
Under a minute now, well under a minute. You don't need to foul yet, though, and they're not looking to do that here. Need a good defensive sequence.
Good defensive sequence and a quick bucket on the other end. You gotta turn that defensive offense quickly. Oh, got on for the pumping.
Oh, look at the sweet footwork from Theo Hilton.
Ooh.
He has been Robin, Blaine Kidd's Batman tonight for Atlantis. He's had himself a nice game, and no bucket more important than that one. Lead back up to 6, now cut to 4, but only 20.8 remaining.
Now you have to either foul or get a turnover.
Oh, I think you got to foul and foul quickly here. Now, I might not have been the first person I would have picked to foul.
Yeah,
but the seconds are precious. You just got to put guys on the line. Kidd did hit all of his free throws in the opening game. We're going to take a quick break before he hits that line, though. 18.7 seconds left here in London. Final seconds here in London. Atlantis looking to wrap a bow around what would be an impressive win over DMV. They're going to have to make their free throws. Going to make them earn it to get there, but we are in the bonus now, and that is going to send Blaine Kidd to the line.
Blaine Kidd at the line.
You had a chance to get 27
Take a break.
points.
Take a break.
Yes.
Two shots.
You're at 25 right now.
Yeah, he's been stuck on 25 for a minute, at least by Blaine Kidd standards.
Yeah, 'cause he's taken 3 shots in the quarter and missed all of them.
Well, there. Maybe that'll get him back in rhythm, although there's not much time to prove that theory.
And I spoke about it, and towards the end of the third quarter, what happens if Blaine Kidd got cold in the fourth? And technically, he did get cold, but he had his teammates help him out, and that's what's needed in a game like this. Your teammates coming in and helping to close the door.
An impressive performance from Kidd, but it has been far from a one-man show. Keontae Smith, big inside. Theo Hilton playing well. Mickey Hartman hitting from deep. Nathaniel Zilberman having a nice all-around game. Even players like Sylvester Richards and J.P. Smith-Ewart, coming off the bench and having nice moments. And Atlantis, undefeated here in 7.3 seconds. I want to remind everybody that after this game, we've got the post-up coming up. And following that, we've got our second game of the night. We are going to be heading out, checking out reigning Treys at their home court on the West Coast, taking on Beasts of the East. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, or thereabouts.
And it'll be reigning Treys home opener as well in the Reign Asylum.
After winning on the road to start the season as well. The Treys victors over Bad Boys, of course. So that's another venue I'm excited to see. B-Ron, looking forward to that. This one's been a pleasure to call with you as always, and congrats, Atlantis, 2-0. Winners at home.
Call this one with the E. Looking forward to our next game.
Yep. Well, for B-Ron, myself, Elava, and our producer Yells. Stick with us, folks. We got the post-up coming up next. And then it's Treys taking on Beasts. All right, folks, welcome to the post up. We just had a good game between Atlantis and Run DMV. Atlantis is truly rising, folks. 2-0. I don't know if anybody predicted that. If you had that on your card, you probably made some money if you would have taken that to Vegas. But they have now turned over Philadelphia in Philly, and they have opened up Royal Green in London, their home court, with a victory over a pretty impressive looking Run DMV squad. So kudos to Atlantis. And, B-Ron, the headline, the top story, the first bullet on the page has to be Blaine Kidd. California transplant, seems to be thriving in England. Went off for the historic first career triple-double in SimWorld history in his very first game. And just happened to follow that up tonight with another monster performance. I can't say enough about how impressed I am with Blaine Kidd.
Yeah, you don't expect this kind of talent from someone who comes in unranked, wasn't catching anybody's attention coming into the season, was a rather late pickup by Atlantis after the last tournament we had in the preseason. It was a very late pickup. So to have him come over and impact the first two games the way that he's done so far is simply amazing to see. And I can't wait to see what's in store for him the rest of the season and for Atlantis for that matter.
I was gonna say, I mean, Atlantis as a team too, because I'm impressed with a lot of people I saw here tonight. Theophilus Hilton had some nice moments and moves. So did Reynaldo Del Orbe, but Nathaniel Zilberman, the biggest name on the squad, relatively quiet night, but he hit some he and Mickey Hartman hit some threes. Atlantis as a team was 4 of 7 from deep in the second half, and that was a huge difference maker, particularly as Run DMV only connected on 1 of 8. And Run DMV, you can see the talents there. And remember, folks, there are 5 16-year-old kids on the DMV roster. It's evenly split between 17 and 16, so it's a pretty young team up and coming too. Guys like John Hudgens and Tyjon Armani, a lot of talent, but as we saw tonight, and particularly with Armani, I thought in moments, struggled too. Some bad shots, some stuff happening out of rhythm, out of sequence. And in the end, I mean, obviously a competitive game, 8-point final, 8-point difference. But life after Cooper King Cross, tough so far for Coach Myron Murray.
Doesn't begin on a high note, that's for sure, like we thought it would. Like I thought it would coming to the games. I predicted Run DMV to win the game. Again, mostly based off of what happened last season with Kuriki Cross, and I know it's a different team now and all that stuff, and I get that. But I think you have to look at you have to keep that in the back of your mind when you talk about some of these things. And let's also not forget that for all intents and purposes, Run DMV came out and they dominated the beginning of the game and got out to a 13-point lead. I know it doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things because the final score is what it is and they didn't get the win. But that shows you that this team has the ability to potentially put a game out of reach early if you let it happen. And it almost happened. It didn't, but it almost did. And I feel like that is also something to keep in mind going forward for Run DMV.
Yep, I'd have to say you're right about that. Well, we had one other game today that's already final. The Lone Star Basketball Club took on Gulf Coast Lockdown and ending up locking them down in the end, coming out 75-66 winners. Gulf Coast was actually up by 7 at the half in this game, but Lone Star just kind of took control, particularly in the third quarter, and ended up coming out 9-point victors. Nene Gibson, expected to be the star of the team and was the star man for them tonight. Put up 20 points, also had 4 assists, but got to be impressed with the double-double from big man Derek Long, 16 points. 16 points, 10 boards, and also wanted to call out Jace Miguez, new to the squad. Took didn't have the most efficient shooting night, just 7 of 19 from the field, but 15 points and 3 rebounds. Definitely some nice performances all around. Pretty good team game all around from Lone Star to reverse that deficit and come out with a victory.
Oh, absolutely. And Jace McGaz, Marsh's secret weapon, he played very well in the opener for them. I can't wait to see that arena, that stadium, be in that atmosphere at some point in time this season.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what that was like for them to be on a home court opening night and play the arena come with the win too. That's crazy.
That's
Looking
pretty
at
sweet.
looking at Gulf Coast here a little bit. Once again, De'Aaron Cruz leading the way for his team in performance with the 22 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And I had said it yesterday, but Gulf Coast last season had D Woodley. He was their clear-cut star player. We knew that for sure. This year coming into it, we didn't know who that person was going to be. We didn't, coming into it, didn't know. But it seems like after these first 2 games, it's another guard, and it's De'Aaron Cruz.
It is. And Cruz had a night that, Woodley had on some of his off nights last year. Just 9 of 25 from the field to get to those 22 points. Did connect on a couple threes. Deonta Joyce, their young big man on Gulf Coast, had a pretty nice night. 12 points, 5 rebounds, dishing out 4 assists is pretty impressive from a post player. But it's a question of where they're going to get a lot of production Gulf Coast this year. I think outside of De'Aaron Cruz, and they're able to do it through one half of basketball tonight, but ultimately not for the full game. And that's what matters, and that's what counts. And want to remind folks that we have one more game coming up here too. Coming up shortly, we are going to have reigning Treys at home, undefeated, 1-0 reigning Treys, taking on Beasts of the East, and that should be a good one too. But let's close out the post up with something a little bit off topic. You're on. But also on topic in a way, which is that, as folks are going to see out when we go out to see the Treys, they have a very Sonics influenced look. That city still feels a lot of affection for that team, that franchise. And I have some old school affection for it in some ways too. Is there a Sonic player or moment or something that's close to your heart or that sticks out in your memory?
So from what I can remember, I have 2 for me that come to mind, 2 Sonic players that come to mind. That's Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Both of those 2 just immediately when I think of the Seattle Supersonics, Sonics, whatever you want to call them, whether they were the green and yellow or they had the brown in the color scheme at one point. I think about those 2 players, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp in particular. No moment sticks out, but those are the 2 players that come to mind for me when I think of the Sonics. What about you, E?
Well, on one we absolutely overlap, and that's the Rain Man. Sean Kemp was one of the most athletic people at, what was he, 6'9", 6'10", something like that. Some of his dunks and just some of his moves, they're kind of iconic. I think everybody kind of knows the one where he throws it through, lands on the ground, does a 2-hand finger point, kind of a classic one there. So absolutely put Sean Kemp up there too. And look, I'm actually a big Gary the Glove Payton fan. I am a huge fan of Gary Payton, but the other Sonic that sticks out warmly in my memory is Dale Ellis. If you know that name, more of a 1980. Well, he played a little bit in the 90s too, I guess, for that franchise anyway. Dale Ellis was an absolute sniper, huge scorer, and just one of those fun to watch, fill it up kind of guys out there. So you could throw Dale Ellis and Sean Kemp on Elava 15-man all-time roster, and I won't be unhappy about it. I'll put it that way. And by the way, a quick little honorable mention to one further player, and that has to be the X-Man, Xavier McDaniel.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to throw the X-Man on there.
I was blanking on his name, but that was what I was thinking about too.
Oh my! What? Just a ferocious intimidator. I think that would be a word or phrase that would capture X. He was explosive, let's say, if not violent. But anyway, folks, hope you've enjoyed our first game. Hope you've enjoyed our post-up. We have another one coming up next. Should be entertaining. Reigning Treys, Beasts of the East. Stick around. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Let me ask my producer, Roniel. Is that about right, 30 minutes? Okay, all right, that's roughly about right. But keep an eye out for the timer, or just keep this on. Don't go anywhere. Maybe go get some popcorn. But stick around. We've got one more good one coming up for Elava and B-Ron. It's been fun, and we'll see you again shortly.
Tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always wanna hold me down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always wanna hold me down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always wanna hold me down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always wanna hold me down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Niggas better cuff your ladies on this one, man. We got my nigga Yells in the building, baby. You already know what it is. A-Dot Pistol, the young niggas about the uncut, fam. You already know it's going down. They ain't ready, huh? Yeah.
I'm in the club, fuck Doug's, I got that Henny in me. Niggas staring at my chain saying he spent a pretty penny. I'm from the city where we roll drop top billies with the rim spinning, and the women always holler, get me, get me. So if you're really with me, you part of my dream team. My cell phone rings, you on my ding ling, cause of my bling bling, or cause of my ching. See, it really don't matter, cause all the ladies scream. I know your style, I know you very well. The way you shake it, mama, I can tell. Cause in the club, girl, it never fails. They be wanting yells, so I say hell yeah. We can head to my hotel, and I can put you under my spell. I have you reaching for the rails. I won't kiss and tell, cause I rock your bells. I rock you, I rock you, I rock you, I rock you.
Know you wanna be with me. Is it my whip or is it my dough? Is it my wrist? You like how it glow? Is it because my love is like whoa? Whatever it is, I don't know, but I do know I'm rocking your leg.
From the moment I roll up, everybody off in the club steady showing me love, cause they know I came here to get the drinks pulled up. And all you hear from the women is, girl, hold up. Yeah, that's right, mama. Ain't no need for you to fight it, mama. You can't deny, mama. Go on and get excited, mama. You been invited, indicted to a meeting in my bedroom. Move so we can get some leg room for you.
Yells, I know your style, I know you very well. The way you shake it, mama, I can tell. Cause in the club, girl, it never fails. They be wanting yells,
So I say hell
yeah. We can head to my hotel, and I can put you under my spell. I have you reaching for the rails.
I won't kiss it, cause I rock your bells.
I rock you,
I rock you,
I rock you,
I rock,
I rock you,
I rock you.
know you wanna be with me. Is it my whip or is it my dough? Is it my wrist? You like how it glow? Is it because my love is like whoa? Whatever it is, I don't know, but I do know I'm rocking your hands to rock your bed.
So put your motherfucking hands up, hands up.
Nick B was on my lead.
Ain't no maybes, baby, I can drive you crazy.
This
It's the kind of song we make the move, yo. Hey, if you lick your lips, I might put you on a list. You can meet me by the bar, I'll be spinning big chips.
This is how we do.
AP, I'm the youngin' at the south and I get that dough. Every time I hit the club, I'ma get that hoe. You can see me by the bar, blowing on a Philly guard, talking to a pretty star, trying to get her to my car, to my house. And maybe, baby, later I can put it in your mouth. Yeah, I already know we get dirty in the south. And money ain't a problem, mama, I can break a vote. This ain't all shit talk, shit, I rock it.
I rock you, Thrasher with a vixen, you don't wanna see us blitzing. Underhanded pitching, hit him straight up in his mitten. Hope the Lord forgive him, man. His grandma been praying, been a bad boy since the Pistons. Wipe his nose, ain't no call. Tell his partners come get him. Stuffing yadas with the pigeons. When we talking outside lingo, ain't no talking over digits. Currents over karma, ain't no motherfucking sentence. Tell him black sent you, sir, your people not your feeling. Oh, man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. Man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright.
Second game of the evening. Welcome to the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the lovely Rain Asylum here in Bellevue, Washington. We got reigning Treys 1-0, having defeated Bad Boys in Detroit to start the season, taking on Beasts of the East. Beasts are 0-1, having been soundly beaten by Gotham 5 in their opener.
Here we go.
I'm Elava, here with B-Ron, our producer Roniel working it, and we are underway.
Pleasure to be here with you again, Eve, for our second game of the night. Rain and Treys looking to get a second win in a row. I am hopeful to be able to get that done. East of the East, so I think they are going to want to put that last game against Gotham 5 behind them and come out and set the tone early.
Well, neither team able to connect on their opening attempts. Treys wearing their home white here in a very Sonics feeling Rain Asylum, and that is big man Jason Crosser, 7'1", 220-pounder, throwing it down there. And Crosser showing you his inside skills there, but you know, he's a good passer. He can hit from outside. Intriguing player at his height.
Absolutely, one to keep an eye on. We also got to look at the man across from him. That's 11 Cutler. They're going to be going at it all night in their matchup. And we know Cutler, he held up okay against Gotham 5's bigs, but Crosser looked extremely good in that first game against Bad Boys, and Lorenzo Phenom on the other side of him, too. So, yeah.
Crosser tried to shoot over him right there. Couldn't connect. And Beasts, wearing the road black, have it. Ooh. And look at the three, but just didn't want that. Tried to create inside instead, and yep, sweet block, and here come the Treys.
Phenomenal block there. To be in position to get there and get that block in, and nice hit.
Pretty move. That is Japhet Towns, just 16 years old, 6'6". Towns had 23 points in that opening win for the Treys and gets his first two of the night there. But here comes on the other end, Beasts. That is Fareed Redmond. And showing you why he is the 9th-ranked 17-year-old in the single game with that drive and dunk. But look at this on the other end. Japhet Towns once again shakes free. Silky move.
And Towns was ranked 20th among 16-year-olds.
Two talented players showing you what you got back-to-back there. And
an immediate double team. Okay.
Yep. Good reaction.
Yeah, I would say so myself.
Ooh. Tough shot. It's it to go. That's Busk. 6'2". 6 points in the opener.
We saw what Busk was able to do last year for Beast of East at that point in time, known as Mid-Atlantic Select. We know that he was supposed to potentially play for Gotham 5 last season. Tried out for the team, didn't make the team, and ended up going to play with Mid-Atlantic, now Beast of the East. So a chip on his shoulder for sure. Always had that chip on his shoulder due to that experience. Just hope he wasn't good enough to actually play. Sorry.
Nice drive by Japhet Towns. He's hot to start this game. He's hot to start this season.
Yeah, he is very hot to begin the game. And like you said, to begin the season as well, Rain and Treys, they didn't do good last year, we'll say.
To say the least.
Yes, right. With the injection of new coach CC Lytle, you know, he's completely turned things around.
I believe it's pronounced lightly.
I look at it and I say Lytle every time. I have to get that. I apologize, Coach, for pronouncing the name wrong. I will work on it.
If I'm wrong, hey, somebody should get on Discord and let me know if I'm wrong about that. Oh, nice drive on this end, but bucket won't go. Defense being played early on by the Treys as well. Oh, nice dish. Finish isn't there, but the offensive rebound and second attempt is, but here come Beasts.
We're moving here in this first quarter. It was at 3:35.
Playing a little bit of defense, though, too. And we got a dead ball. We're going to take a timeout. Treys up by 2, 3:34 when we return. back, some subs. Moving in and out of the game. Corin Trigg getting a breather. Trigg, 6'7", 91st ranked among the 17-year-olds. Cam Astro out there for the Treys. 6'6", 16-year-old point guard, or can play the point, at least anyway.
3.
Oh, 3-second violation. Levin Cutler. Coach Vince Johnson there you see for the Beast. Didn't like that call, but gives him a chance to put some more subs in the game.
Johnson's second year with the team. How do you think that experience from last season is going to impact Johnson this season with this team?
Well, I think it helps that you've got some players returning like Eric Busk. Only Christopher Fuller we haven't seen tonight, but TC Fuller's had some nice moments last season, so having him back as well. And I think just overall having the experience of coached some of these guys and been through the SimWorld experience once before can only help a coach and only help players too. I think we're going to see improve over the course of the season as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Having that experience again with, between Coach Johnson and team captain Busk returning, remaining in that role as team captain, that's also going to help too with a lot of these 16-year-olds coming in and all new players coming in to this Beast of the East team. I think both these teams will be. It'll be fun to see how they develop over the course of the season and which one of them separates themselves from the other.
Well, Beasts have the ball, trailing by 4 early on. Fairly up-tempo, but also good defensive game so far. Oh. Nice little creation there. Those things within 2.
Yeah, great job to get inside and work yourself into a good spot for an easy bucket there. Hands of defense too, and all that, which is nice.
Asher Benedict with 3 attempts there, 2 misses and a swat. But Beast can't capitalize, and it's Trey ball and Trey lead.
Hate to waste all that hard work there. And on the defensive end, you get the 3 stops in a row, and then you can't get a bucket on your first attempt, no less.
Oh, Nick Beal, nice pull up. He had a nice first game, 13 points. 6'6", 16-year-old. Oh.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Nice bucket there. Lead is now cut down to 1 under 2 minutes here. Jumper won't go, and now East can take the lead. Quickly up the other end, and quickly they do. Elijah Hawkins, 6'3", was the leading scorer for Beasts in that loss to G5, had 14 points.
Yeah, he scored their last couple of points there to get them the lead back, too. He's been rolling the past couple of minutes.
Oh, gonna try to ride the hot hand, but he can't make that splash. And Beal is gonna pull up, but instead, great pass indeed. Finds the open man. Nice pass. Beal to Xavier Bryant. Under a minute to go now. Tight first quarter. Tight game.
Yeah, I feel like it moved pretty fast. I know we started off at a breakneck pace pretty much, but, it just seems like the pace is very quick. I'm not sure who is benefiting right now. Both teams are evenly matched.
Nick Beal trying to provide a spark, but can't connect there. And quickly beats up the other way. Ooh. Boy, I really thought that Hawkins had a clean look there, but he gave it up. Gonna milk this shot clock, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that decision when you have an easy bucket like that. I think you have to take that shot, but maybe he didn't want to risk getting blocked.
Oh.
It worked.
Well, Zachary James, 6'6", 16-year-old. Eve at half court won't go, and it's a 1-point East lead. They have the advantage on the road. We're going to take a quick break. Second quarter coming up. Defensive affair so far gets underway again here in state of Washington. Treys trailing by 1. Beasts have the ball. Nice inside feed, but the bucket won't go. Offensive rebound gives them another chance, however.
Yeah, so far for the Treys, it's been a balanced attack. Everyone doing a little bit of everything. And for Beast of the East, it's been a lot of Elijah Hawkins.
Well, Hawkins can't connect there, but he does have a game-high 7 points. Fett Towns leads reigning Treys with 6 so far. Eric Busk, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Sort of non-injured Lonzo Ball kind of line.
And, you know, that's the kind of performance that I've come to expect from Eric Busk after last season. He's a kid who's going to give you a little bit of everything, and he does all of it at a decent level.
Well, third time is a charm for Beasts. Couldn't hit inside, couldn't hit the 3, but the offensive rebound and put back turns into a 3-point opportunity. And that's JoJo Kearney, 6'9", 16-year-old. Excuse me. Chance for East to take a 4-point lead.
Shooting one.
You definitely extend the lead a little bit more, and I think with the performance we've seen from Elijah Hawkins so far, I think it begs the question, because I have to ask it anyway. After what we saw last game from Blaine Kidd and his ability to score at will pretty much, and have his teammates help him out, will we see the same thing happen here again with Elijah Hawkins? Is he gonna go off and have his other teammates try to rally around him towards the end?
Well, there you see Cam Astro running things for reigning Treys, and you can see the size advantage he has at that point guard position he tends to play.
Yeah, and that just makes things much easier for you, the point guard, when you are taller than most other conventional point guards, especially at this level, no less.
Nice drive inside, nice bucket. Suddenly, Beasts of the East got a little lead here, got a little momentum going. Crowd very quiet here at the home opener.
Gotta find a way to get some energy back in this building if you're reigning Treys. You don't want to come out and lay a dud on your first night, especially with an arena as nice as this is and the passion that this area of Washington has for Seattle Seahawks, no. Seattle Sonic area team and all of that.
Ooh. Well, that 3 from Jafet Towns got the crowd up for a moment, but the answer back from Beasts. Towns has it again. Oh, great drive. Can't get the finish to go, though.
That was a nice one, though. Really nice to take to the hoop.
Shows you the ability that Jafet Towns has, 20th ranked among the 16-year-old class. He once again has the ball in his hand, and he gets a lane to the hoop, and this time there's no doubt.
No, that's too easy. He's so fast. Once he gets by you, good luck. Put on the board.
Yep. Quick and dangerous in a 6'6", 215-pound frame. Now he's playing defense, and Fareed Redmond gets around him. Oof. Wow. Over here in Bellevue, I think they heard that up in Redmond, folks. Once again, Towns has the answer.
Yeah,
23
they're
points in the
battling.
opening game for Towns. He looks set on upping his average tonight at the pace he's on.
Yeah, or at least staying close to it, for that matter. They've got 20 points. They're only down 7, and the defense is going to be a big part of why they can cut back into this lead some more with that block there.
Oh.
Hey! There he is.
With
Dunked on
authority,
himself. The dunk on
Yvonne Jackson
himself.
doing what he does best, throwing it down with authority, getting people on their feet.
I'm still not going to forget that first game we saw him, and he immediately put himself on two teams' radars with that performance he had, just dunking over everybody and anybody who was in his way, or not in his way for that matter.
Putting them in his way just to purposely dunk over them.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Ooh, pretty finish there for Fareed Redmond. Oh, I'm sorry, I misidentified in there.
Timeout,
That's
timeout.
JoJo Kearney with the finish.
Start it.
And it's also a timeout on the court. 5-point lead for Beast of the East. Quick break. 3:35 remaining. Second quarter.
Well, we did it. We sealed the bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
Oh, the chips are outside.
Why are they out?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
All right, we are back. Beasts playing well on the road so far, but close game. Loads of time left.
Loads of time left, and plenty more time for Defense Towns and Fareed Redmond to continue going at it. Redmond has 11 points, and Towns now has 14 points?
14. That is a game-high 14 for Jafet Towns. Now he is D'ing up. Fareed Redmond.
Oh, man. Floater alert.
Back and forth indeed. Number 9 ranked 17-year-old scoring over the 20th ranked 16-year-old there, but these two are going to trade blows all game, and that is a great shot. Nice bucket from 6'9" Treys Sherwood, just 16 years old. His second three-pointer of the season.
Great shot there from Sherwood. Got the space that he needed, just enough to hit the open jumper. And I really thought that it would be Hawkins taking a lead from what like earlier in the game, but now Redmond's taking over, and those Towns, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Well, now Kamarian Goodyear hits that three, gets in on the action. 6'4", 40th ranked 17-year-old, and Towns has the answer. Wow.
Putting on a show, man.
Looking to put on a show in front of the home crowd, and he has done that and more tonight, and they come up with it on defense here.
We'll have the number advantage, though, on the other end.
Euro step, and it goes. Kevon Jackson. Tie ball game.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout. Which Vince Johnson, Beast of the East, wants to talk it over. We'll talk it over with the production crew, too. Oh, no, wait. No, we're not going to take a break. We're going to stick here. We're going to stick through it. Got a correction from my producer, Yells. By the way, want to give a little shine to my producer, Yells. Always here for us. Always doing it. Appreciate you. It's been a great
Always
start to the
there,
season.
man.
Thank you, sir.
It's like the white tight end. He's always there when you need him.
That's right. That's right. Well, different people have shown up tonight, certainly for Beasts of the East. We've seen Camarion Goodyear just get in on things. Elijah Hawkins started it off for Reed Redmond, of course. Boy, Jafet Towns. He is something. He's worth the price of admission, folks. Number 7.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Him, Kevon Jackson. We saw the 3 earlier from Sherwood. They've got some talent on this team. They really do. It's not going to be a repeat of last season at all.
No, it already isn't.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, already.
Just can't hit the outside shot. Treys can regain the lead. Nice drive. Nice finish. Jafet
He's so
Towns.
fast, man. He's so fast, quick. All of those words to describe speed. He's got it all.
Nice little bucket there from the Vin Cutler, but yeah, Jafet Towns. I mean, I thought Blaine Kidd was going to be the story of the night. I'm starting to wonder.
I think it's going to be between Jafet Towns, Blaine Kidd, and Fareed Redmond. Those
Fareed
three
Redmond in the
will
conversation
be able to talk of the conversation for water cooler tomorrow morning. Water cooler on Saturday. It's fine. Leave me alone.
Ooh, pretty 3. Camarion Goodyear making an impact here in the second quarter.
And it's the lead back too.
Jackson has it now, trying to create, and he finishes. Nice play from Jackson. He had 24 in the opening game.
Yeah, he played really well in that first game. I'm not surprised to have seen it, but to see it in a live game is a totally different thing. You know what I mean? Good defense.
Cutler can't finish that one. Final seconds. Going to get a heave off here. Yep. Milo can't put it home. Came close with it. Regardless, Treys have a 1-point lead while we take a halftime break. Stick with us, folks. It's going to be quick. We're going to be back with second half action.
Up all night, putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. Inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. 'Cause tomorrow ain't promised. I give my all, ain't nothing left. No tomorrow ain't promised. There's no tomorrow, no tomorrow. night. Putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. Cause tomorrow ain't promised. I give my all, ain't nothing left. No tomorrow, we promise. There's no tomorrow, no tomorrow.
1 point lead here for the Treys, thanks to a 19-point outburst. A young Japhet Towns, 9 of 12 shooting. He's been the star of this one. Just like that, Beast retake the lead in what has been a tight game, B-Ron.
Picking up right where we left off was in no time. That was what? 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds into the third quarter.
Back and forth, and Crosser can't tie it up. A nice offensive rebound by Astro, and he gets it back and puts it in. Cam Astro working it inside.
Astro doing the work there. Love to see it. I think that with the performance of Japhet Towns so far in the first half, the question becomes, who's going to guard Japhet Towns going forward in the rest of this game? Or at least in the quarter, can I try to slow him down anyway? Personally, I think you put Eric Busk on Towns and see what you can get out of him. Busk is a good defender. So if anybody could do it, I think Busk is going to be up for the challenge to try to stop it.
Well, Levin Cutler on the offensive end for Beasts, 56th ranked player, 6'9" big man, scored on the other end. And East back the lead. Jackson's shot won't quite go down, but there to clean it up. Treys Sherwood, nice night tonight from the 6'9" big man.
Yeah, having a good night
inside
so far.
And outside.
Yep, he hit the 3 earlier in the first half, and now with a good rebound there on the second chance bucket as well.
Nice drive by Goodyear, couldn't get it to fall. It's the call, however. We go against Jackson, that one.
Didn't look too thrilled about it.
No. First attempts of the year from Goodyear. Rutgers and Richmond. Some of the schools involved early in his recruitment.
And there's a lot of these kids that are either looking at schools or drawing interest from schools, some of as early as 16, which those, in that situation, those can only improve as you continue to improve your play from your 16th to your 17-year-old season here in STEM World Hoops.
Speaking of 16-year-olds, another one of those enters the game for reigning Treys. Brentley Watson III, for 24, enters the game. Treys, very young, only 3 17-year-olds on this team. They have 6 16-year-olds and 15-year-old Xavier Bryant, who we saw get on the score sheet earlier. And there, we see Treys Sherwood once again bury the outside shot.
Yeah, he's been very efficient on those tonight, and that has definitely been a big help in helping along with Japhet Towns' production as well, those threes from Sherwood.
Well, it's a coaching nightmare when you have somebody 6'9" that can comfortably spot up and reliably hit from out there.
Absolutely, and that's the way the game is going, though. I heard Paul joke about it last night on the broadcast. You could blame Steph Curry for that. So that's the way the game is now. A lot of the old school bigs, your Shaq bigs, your Tim Duncan bigs, they are not as common now because everyone wants to stretch the floor, which is fine. You know, I think it's good to have that ability to do so as a big, have it in your toolkit, so they can't nail you down to one thing. You know what I mean?
Talking about bigs, we have Tony Christopher Fuller, who does play down in the paint at 6'6" for Beasts of the East. But let's see if he gets matched up here with 7'1" Jason Crosser, and if Crosser can use that to his advantage. Doesn't need to right there. because Jackson just takes care of business himself. Action Jackson doesn't do one of his trademark splash dunks, but he'll take the 2 points. He's happy.
It hasn't had one yet, but I'm sure we'll get one here as there's plenty of time left in the game to see one.
Oof. Tough break there. Rolls out for Torin Trigg. 3 up. And that is good. Jackson from outside. We were just talking about the dunk contest we wanted to see you're on. Instead, 3-point shootout.
We're getting a 3 up. We're getting a 3-point shootout here. You'll love to see it, man. I spoke it up a minute ago. Everyone want to shoot threes. So impressive to see.
4-point lead for the Treys, and they got the ball. They got a little bit of momentum, and they're really building on it here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout from Beasts.
Yeah, I think you got to get one here soon. If they go and if they come down the floor and get another bucket, you got to call a timeout to try to stop the bleeding or something.
Blisk trying to get things set up here. Reed Redmond.
Timeout.
Can't leave him that wide open.
Start it.
Well, it's Treys who called the timeout, but stoppage in play. 4:23 remaining in this third quarter. 3-point lead. Reigning Treys looking to stay unbeaten to join SimWorld Atlantis in the ranks of 2-0 unbeaten teams. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back midway through the third quarter.
Playing jazz.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie.
Calendar.
No meetings today. Remember, tandläkare at 9:30.
Fire off.
Fire off.
Open door.
Door open.
Så ska vi sätta en till.
Ja. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open. Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey, open door.
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor. Open the door.
Wrong
Open the
voice
door.
command. Error.
Hey there. With a rock. Open door. Open door.
Higher volume. Higher.
Just like the opening game, got another good one here in the nightcap, B-Ron. We've been lucky that way. There's been a few blowouts and not close games.
Yeah.
This opening sequence, but we have been fortunate we haven't had those.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to have the good games on tap, but I'm very happy to be here for another one of these good ones with you. Always a pleasure, as always, my friend.
Yeah, Mastro, nice move. He thought he got fouled there too, but no call. Ooh, but there is the answer. And Elijah Hawkins has been the answer more than a few times earlier tonight. It's this back down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, it's been him and Fareed Redmond for Beast of the East. And as we said earlier, for Reigning Treys, it's been Jafet Towns. Both Towns and Redmond have 19 points apiece.
We're going back and forth, and so are these two teams, trading punches. I think that's probably the way it's going to go to the wire. 11 and a half minutes remaining. Here's Astro, or not Astro, excuse me, that's Beal, I believe. Couldn't get the shot.
It was indeed Nick Beal.
Oh! Reed Redmond over the 20 mark now, 21 in the game, and a tie ball game.
I figured it would have been Towns to get to 20 first, but not with Redmond also on the court too.
Oh, that was a nice looking move by Jason Crosser, but the bucket just wouldn't go. And instead, wide open on the other end, Elijah Hawkins.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
Timeout called. 2-point advantage, Beast of the East. 2:40 to go in the third quarter.
This has been an extremely competitive back and forth game, and the pace really hasn't stopped since the opening tip-off. I feel like it's been just going all game long with very few stoppages.
And it has been the two stars going back and forth. Reed Redmond, year older than Japhett Towns, but Japhett Towns has a very sophisticated game. And those two, pretty even tonight. This game pretty even tonight. Back in action, Watson inbounds. Beal looks to create. Gets it back. Oh, it's a little jumper to go, but not to fall.
Difficult shot there to take in traffic because the shot clock winding down. I knew you had to get a shot up, but maybe not that one in particular.
Oh, nice pass, but great block.
Got it right back though.
Oh, tries to take it back up. Can't get the second chance to go either. Xavier Bryant has it. 15 years old, Xavier Bryant, but 6'7", 195 pounds. And Cam Astro.
I didn't know
Also
you could
a
do that,
youngster,
Cam.
16 years old, but look at that 6'6" elevate. Oh,
good thought, the double team there.
Wide open look down low, but nice recovery on the defense to alter that shot.
Absolutely.
The credit there. That's Xavier Bryant once again, and it looks like he wants to finish this thing off. Can't get it to go.
Oh man, he wanted that one so
he wanted
bad.
that for the highlight reel so bad.
I like the effort though, kid. I like the effort. I can't.
Gotta like the effort. Oh, speaking of effort, Elijah Hawkins has been putting in work all night.
Absolutely.
Just 6'3", but 190 pounds, solid, plays bigger. Kind of reminds me of Roderick Little from last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good comparison. Yeah, I like that. He's a very tough, hard-nosed player who's going to put himself in the best spot he can to take you to the bucket like that. And it's just one of those things that it's very, very fun to watch that happen.
Great to see him thread a needle on a pass. He feeds Redmond for another bucket. We're up here on the end of the third quarter. Populous gives up to Astro, gives up to Watson. Shot clock down under 5. And it looks like Beal, now he's going to give it up. Decent look at a 3, but won't go. Plenty of time here for Beasts with the 2-point lead. Oh, they're going to attack.
Oh,
get
nice
rewarded. All right, maybe, desperation heave won't go for the Treys. Last couple minutes didn't go so great for them. They got a 4-point deficit to overcome in the last 8 minutes. Here in Now, Beasts of the East have the edge right now. Fareed Redmond has the edge in his personal battle with Jafet Towns, outscoring him 23-19.
That has been a fun one to watch all game, but the whole game in general really has been so fun from the opening tip-off. They've gone at it all game.
Jackson fouled by Zachary James. James just 16, 6'6" himself. Sends Jackson to the line where he's been perfect for the year so far, looking to maintain that here. And Treys a little bit closer.
A lot of tattoos for a 16-year-old, man. That's crazy.
No. The world we live in today.
I guess you're right about that. I knew a few of those kinds of kids when I was in high school 13 years ago. It's fine.
Well, sadly, my high school days predate yours by a little bit. There were a couple of kids with tattoos, but not the heavy ones. No.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, seems to be working for Zachary James. He's got his way on to Beast at just 16, promising future ahead of him.
Yep,
He'd like to see his teammates win a game here after taking a tough loss to Gotham 5 to open the season. Oh, and that is a nice move.
Nice.
Wow. Hasn't been biggest night for Levin Cutler, but he's had some moments, and boy, there was one of them.
Yeah, and you know, after the blowout loss that they took at the hands of Gotham 5, this is exactly how you want to bounce back if you're Coach Vince Johnson and Beasts of the East. You don't want to come out flat-footed and down on your luck about one game that happened to be a blowout game. You don't want that, especially so early in the season, too. So it's good to see them come out and play with the fire and intensity that they have had throughout this game and now be leading in the fourth quarter of this one. It's a team that's undefeated and coming off of a very hot performance in night one.
Oh!
What an answer.
Three-pointer. Sherwood strikes again from outside.
Oh, man.
You're right, B-Ron. It's kind of crazy. This is the second day of the Sim World season. And in a way, this is kind of a big game for Beasts. Oh, their Treys going over the turnover, but it's kind of a big game for Beasts. Need to get over that early loss.
Yep,
it's kind of a big game for Treys, and that's why we see a lot of their spirit here. They're opening their home court. They don't want to lose this game.
They sure don't want to lose this game. I'm sure that a lot of the people who donated this court to them from the 8045 Sonics are in attendance for this game, and they're looking at a fantastic performance from both of these teams tonight.
Back and forth, and East quiet the crowd, which had gotten up on its feet. But a three in return, and Sherwood couldn't get that one to go. So
man,
close. The ball wanted to go down. Oh.
It would have exploded had it went down, E.
I think this place might have exploded if it went down.
Absolutely.
Busk has it. Got clock under 5. Oh, he's going to go to the rack. Oh, and have it rejected. 2.3 remaining. That's a nice swat there. Xavier Bryant coming over to get it.
It's a great block there from Bryant coming over and getting his hand up just in time. Send that thing out of bounds. And also, this is important too, keep that shot clock where it is. So I believe that's 2.3 seconds on the shot clock.
Also important is Fareed Redmond returns to the game.
Yeah, they need him right about now for sure.
Oh, they need him the remaining 5:57.
Yeah.
But it's Busk that gets his number called, and he buries it.
Man, that's a tough shot. That's
a veteran shot. You've been around this game. This isn't your first rodeo.
The wily veteran move at 17 years old.
Hey, second year Sim World. You're an upperclassman.
Fair enough.
Redmond has it here. Putting the shot clock down. Looking to get inside, but passes out of the double team. Instead, Kylo gets the shot off, but can't get it to go. Offensive rebound stays down here.
Oh. If you notice on that double team, they shaded him into the double team and it worked.
Timeout.
Well, thanks to Marion Goodyear,
Start it.
ends up in a bucket for Beasts of the East. 7-point lead for them now with just over 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. So wanted to note, and I'm sure you've noticed, Seattle theme going on here. It's arena built in part by Sonic's veterans. Put this together. Another lovely facility. We have already seen more than a few. London, Shepherd's Bush, where we just were, watching that Atlantis victory, B-Ron. One of my favorites so far, but I gotta say, you know, this is maybe the most on-brand thing I've experienced yet. It does feel Seattle to me here.
It definitely does, and with the support from, like you said, former members of the Sonics, and as well as some of the fan base from that old team as well, you know, giving back to the community, giving back to these kids, and allowing them to play in an arena like this is just great for the community overall. Super, super happy for everyone involved.
Well, that was a big miss there from Towns. That three would have been nice. Instead, ooh, almost turned to three on the other end. Second opportunity won't go either. 7-point margin remains.
Almost a mess of possession there.
Oh! I'm not going to miss twice in a row. Not tonight. Not in my home opener.
No siree. Letting that thing go.
You still have a 4-point advantage. Ooh. Had Cutler all alone underneath. Didn't see him. Instead, Goodyear's going to take a shot, but he can't connect on that one.
And close out there to contest and get the hand in the face, make it a little bit more difficult, too.
Jackson getting creative. Finishing style.
We got one.
Oh, yeah. We got one for the highlight reel. We were waiting. Oh! Maybe we got another. Different kind, but that is a pretty finish. The and one for the Vin Cutler.
That's huge.
And Astro coming back in the game. Nick Beal going to sit for a minute at least.
I wasn't sure if Jackson was going to stay on the court or not, but I'm glad he is. They're going to need him down the stretch, too.
Looking to stretch a 4-point margin to 5 right here. And he does. 56th ranked 16-year-old Levin Cutler. A little bit of pressure being applied here, but Astro breaks that.
Good defense here from Redmond, not letting Astro buy him.
And again, Astro's a difficult matchup. Most players at 6'6". Jackson's going to take a perimeter jumper, and he's going to bury it.
Wow. I know it wasn't a three, but that was still a difficult shot all the same.
Jackson again had 24 in the opener. He is a scoring threat at multiple levels, and he's shown that again tonight. Oh, tough shot trying to take that in over Crosser.
And that was surprising because of the switch that happened there, too. Unnecessary switch. But it worked.
What's not surprising is another Jackson bucket. And this game, close all game, is looking like it's going to come down to the finish we expected. Who's going to score last? 1-point margin favors East right now.
Yeah, this is all about, you know, who wants it more at this stage of the game. Your legs are tired. Everything for that matter is tired on you. And now it's just fighting through to the end. What a block.
With a swat on Towns. Wow.
Absolutely. Big block right there.
Great defense for Reed Redmond. This crowd was ready to go nuts. Nice interior passing, but yeah, you got to do something with it, and eventually 3 seconds, so not for the first time, called on the Vin Cutler.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate now. We'll say that much. Especially in a 1-point game, too.
Timeout.
Those are the kind of things you don't want to have.
Timeout on the court. 2:02 remaining in the game. 1 point East lead. Another fun one. Loved it. Been great. Been great.
Absolutely. It's been a phenomenal game so far.
It's been a really great opening to the SimWorld season.
Yeah,
you know, we already got some good storylines like Atlantis Rising. Atlantis, you know, can they maintain this and keep this winning streak going?
Yep, Showtime.
Beyond the Arch.
Beyond
the Arch lost 2 games. Didn't look good in those games. I had to call them out on Discord. Had to do it.
Smart there.
There you can see back to this game, our player of the game, and I think that's fair enough. Jafet Towns gave him a fierce battle for it, but however this finishes, Reed Redmond, 6'4", done it tonight.
Yeah, he's done a little bit of everything tonight, and I think that player of the game award is well deserved. Well deserved. Oh no!
Critical steal there. Nice, smart, intelligent play by Busk, as much as it was a little bit sloppy from Treys. Oh, and he's going to try to take advantage of it himself, but can't finish it.
Poor decision on one end leads to a poor decision on the other end. I think that's what you want there from Busk. The spinning jumper, not what you're looking for after a turnover like that.
Towns has it. Towns driving. He can't get it down.
Maybe looking for a foul there too, but at this stage in the game, I think that's a good call to not call the foul there.
Well, pretty good defense by Torin Trigg as well.
It was.
Give him some credit. Oh, nice little shake and bake from Busk. Crosser can't rotate over in time to stop that one. 3-point lead now for East. Coming up on close to a minute to play in this ballgame.
Also, to give Busk credit because he went around him using his own body too to make that bucket easier.
And then he provides the defense there, made it tough for Towns, and he couldn't hit the shot. Wide open there. Look at that. The finish. Torin Trigg. 5-point advantage. Didn't quite put an exclamation point on this. Still plenty of time left, but Treys need to find an answer quick.
Yeah, still time, but like you said, they gotta find it quickly here. And there's a man to do it right there.
Towns has a 4-inch height advantage and is athletic, and it's a tough assignment for Busk. Pretty much just gives up the 2 points there, but East can convert here instead. Oh, almost had it taken away, boy.
Oh, but he got it anyway.
Vin Cutler up and over the 7'1" mass of Jason Crosser.
And
with under 30 seconds left, it is a 5-point lead for Beasts of the East, looking to turn that early season narrative upside down after a tough loss to Gotham 5. A road win against a good-looking reigning Treys squad would definitely be a morale boost.
Yeah, it would certainly help everything. It would immediately get rid of that whatever bad feeling you had in your mouth, taste you had in your mouth from that Gotham 5 loss. This immediately turns it around and ends your week on a high note. You go into the weekend with something to celebrate and get yourselves ready for the next week of action here.
Yep. Meanwhile, for reigning Treys and their coach, CC Lightly, they got less than 30 seconds to figure out a way to pull out a win here in the debut of the Rain Asylum in Bellevue, Washington.
Yeah, not a lot of time left, but luckily the game's close enough to where that really doesn't matter too much right now.
And you don't need a three.
Right. But you also don't want to take your time running your offense.
Can't take time. Ooh. Had Astro in the corner, but instead got it out to Towns.
Yeah, I thought they'd go there too. That's where I was looking.
Towns with the turnaround. Pretty looking shot, but he can't get it to go down. Foul coming, but feels like this is pretty close to wrapping a bow up on it. I almost want to see if I can get Rick Blaze on the phone or something to have him come in and officially make this over. Another foul. Getting the bonus here. Busk to the line.
And, you know, I have to give credit where it's due to Eric Busk. You know, we talked about it going into the quarter, into the half. Who was going to be the one to slow down Jafet Towns?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, why don't you try putting Eric Busk on him? And for the most part, it's worked.
I think so. This 6'2", definitely giving up some size. The bigger Towns.
Defender.
But he's a good defender, and he's smart, and he's heady. And,
yeah.
you know, you probably can't shut a Jafet Towns down, but if you can limit him, you can come out of this place with a win.
Exactly. And I think that's all Vince Johnson wanted him to do, was try to limit his effectiveness. And they definitely did that.
Well, Jackson and Towns both try threes, but they won't go. No more fouling. Final seconds. 85-78. Beasts of the East. Reigning Treys are both 500 on the season now. Great game. Great calling it with you as always, B-Ron. I am Elava. Everybody, I hope you have a good week out there from the two of us and from our producer, Ron Yell, and everybody at SimWorld. We've enjoyed it. Hope you have too, and we'll see you back here soon.